Okay, today we're going to be looking at column subtraction. Again, we're going to be thinking about our place value columns. It's really important when we do this that we just line up our digits really carefully, so everything is nice and clear. And don't forget the subtraction sign. Right, 5 subtract 4 is 1, 3 subtract 2 is 110, 30 subtract 20 is 10, 400 subtract 200 is 200, 6 subtract 1 is 5, so I get 5,211. Pause the video, your turn. Okay, 8,474 subtract 3,273. 4 subtract 3 is 1, 7 subtract 7 is 0, no tens. 400 subtract 200s is 200s, 4 subtract 2 is 2. 8 subtract 3 is 5, so 8,000 subtract 3,000 is 5,201. Now, all fairly straightforward because in that one, we haven't had to do any regrouping. But here, as we're about to see, we're going to have a little bit of a problem. The digit 5 is bigger than the digit 7, so I'm going to have to get some more ones. Now, it's not true to say that you can't do 5 subtract 7. You can do 5 subtract 7. 5 subtract 7 is -2. But we're actually taking 7 away from 7,435. So if you think about it, I've got these 5 ones. I'm trying to get rid of 7 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, the problem is I need some more ones to get rid of because I've only got rid of 5 and I need to get rid of 7. So I'm going to go over to my tens column and I'm going to take 1 10. So I'm crossing out the tens. I've now got 2 tens left. And I'm turning that 1 10 into 10 ones. I'm going to put it in the ones column like that. So I've now got 15 ones, 10 and 5, 15 ones. 15 subtract 7 I can do, which gives me 8. 2 tens subtract 5 tens. Well, again, I can't do this, so I need to go to the hundreds column. I'm going to take 100, so now I've got 3 hundreds. I'm going to put it over here, regroup it, turn it into tens, 10 tens. So 12 subtract 5 gives me 7. 3 subtract 4, again, I can't do, so I'm going to go to the thousands column, take 1,000, regroup it into 10 hundreds. So now I've got 13 hundreds, 10 and 3, 13. 13 subtract 4 is 9. 6 subtract 1 I can do is 5, so I get 5,978. So your turn. I'm going to start you off. So line up your digits correctly. Then I can't do 5 subtract 8. Then you've got 5. I can't cross out 8, so I'm going to have to do some regrouping. I'm going to start you off, and then you can finish. Pause the video. Off you go. Okay, so 15 subtract 8 is 7. 3 subtract 2 I can do, that gives me 1, 10. 2 subtract 3, well, I can't do that, so I need to get some more hundreds. So I'm going to go to my thousands column, take 1,000, so I've now got 5,000, regroup it into 10 hundreds. 12 subtract 3 I can do is 9. 5 subtract 2 is 3, so I end up with 3,917. Where it gets just a little bit more tricky, though, is when we have a placeholder. So 4 subtract 2 is 2, nice and easy. 3 subtract 4, well, I can't do that because I've got my 3 tens. I'm trying to get rid of 4 tens. I can't do that, so I need some more tens. So normally I'd go to the hundreds column and get some more hundreds, but I've got no hundreds to turn into tens. So I'm going to have to get some more hundreds. So I'm going to have to go across to the thousands. I'm going to take one of my thousands, regroup that 1,000 into 10 hundreds. Now I've got 10 hundreds. Now I can get some more tens because I can take one of my hundreds. So now I've got 9 hundreds, turn it into 10 tens. 13 subtract 4 gives me 9 tens. 9 subtract 3 is 6. 4 subtract 2 is 2. So I get 2,692. What's really important to remember is you can't just take one of these thousands and put it into the tens column because actually 1,000 is 100 tens, so I have 103 tens, which wouldn't work. So you've got to put it into the next column, and then the next column is like a sort of shuffle. So your turn. Again, I'll just help you by lining up the columns. Then off you go. Think very carefully. What's going to go on here? What's going to happen here? Pause the video, stop when you're ready. Okay, so I can't do 5 subtract 6 in this context because I've got 5 1s here and we need to cross out 6. So I need to get some more 10s. But oh, hang on, I've got no 10s. So I'm going to go to the hundreds, take 100, turn that into 10 10s, because now I can take one of these 10s, so I've got 9 10s left, turn it into 10 1s. 15 subtract 6 is 9. 9, remember, not 10. 9 subtract 3 is 6 10s. 300 subtract 400 I can't do, so I'm going to need to regroup. 13 subtract 4 is 9, and 5 subtract 2 is 3. So I'm left with 3,969. So have a go now at your independent task, but really think carefully about your regrouping. That's the biggest thing that goes wrong with subtraction. People get in very bad habits because they say, oh, I can't do 5 subtract 6, so I'll just do 6 subtract 5. They're not really understanding what's going on with subtraction. So draw little pictures if you need to help you sort of visualize what's happening. Think, do I need to regroup? Can I do it without regrouping?